In Bentching on Chanukah, now we say Al Hanisim v'al Gvuros v'al Chuos v'al Milchamos Shasisa Laviseinu Bayomim Mehem Bazman Hazeh. You have a special tefillah in Bentching in Shemini Esrei Al Hanisim v'al Gvuros v'al Chuos on the miracles, on the great things, on the Yeshuas, on the salvations that Klal Yisrael had. When did we have them? We say Shasisa Laviseinu, that you did for our forefathers Bayomim Mehem, in those days. Azman Hazeh, in these times. That's a simple explanation. We're thanking the Rebbeinu Shloim for giving Haidah on what? We're giving Haidah on the miracles and the Yeshuas that HaKadosh Baruch Hu did for us back in those days at this time of the year. And then, on Chanukah, we say B'mei Matisyo, and on Purim, we say B'mei Mordechai. Now, there's really a machlokes what the nusach of this tefillah is supposed to be. So, machlokes already we shown him whether we say She'asisa la'aviseinu or Kishem she'asisa la'aviseinu bayomim mehem ubizman hazeh. Do we say that you've done to our forefathers in those days, this time of the year, or just like you did for our forefathers in those days and today, and in today's day and age? And there's a Tosfos in Masechtas Megillah that tackles this shaila, and he quotes that there are those who say that you don't say kishem sha'asisa, that you don't say just like was done. La'olam, because la'olam, he brings the reason they give is la'olam yisha'el, la'yisha'el adam tzorchav el begimel rishonis, v'begimel achronis, because one's not supposed to ask for things in the first three brachas and the last three brachas. Therefore, he says it can't be kishem. It has to be only on the past. Those rishonim say. And Tosfos says, no way. He says that's a shtus. He says v'shtusu. Says that can be the reason why we don't have in our nusach Kishem Sha'asisa Laviseinu, because it's okay to ask for tzorachim in the first three and the last three brachas of Shemini Esrei, as long as they're not personal requests, as long as they're requests for the whole tzibur. And since this would be a request for the whole tzibur, it would be permitted to do so. He gives a different reason though. He says, so why don't we say Kishem Sha'asisa? He says, because the Chacham tells the Kol Dover, the Havi B'lahaba, anything that's in the future, Tiknu B'lahaba, B'davar Haidah, Havi L'sha'avar. When we're giving thanks, that's not Lahaba. When you give thanks, that's only for the past. Tosfos is teaching us a very important lesson in life. He says, when we give thanks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for Al Hanisim, for the miracles, it's not for the future. Giving thanks is what you do for the past. Chazal will misaken al nisim in the bracha of Meidim because it's a bracha to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the nisim and the floyis that HaKadosh Baruch Hu did for us. And as they say today in English, in the vernacular, praise should be clean praise. Thanks should be a clean thanks. That if you want someone to appreciate the praise you're giving them, or the thank you you're giving them, it shouldn't come with constructive criticism at that same time. It shouldn't come with a request. Because when you do that, what does it make it look like? It makes it look like the reason why you might be saying thank you is not really because you feel thanks and you want to give thanks, but you feel you need to give thanks in order to ask for the next thing. So if I don't say thank you, I can't ask for the next thing. So what do? Thank you so much for what you did for me. Now could you help me again? Right? What does that do to the person who receives a thank you? He takes it with a grain of salt. So Zak Tosfos, Haidah is something that's l'sha'avar. Haidah, thanks, a clean thanks is something for the past, not asking for the future. And therefore now our Al Hanisim, it's important to keep in mind, we are thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu, giving clean thanks, clean praise to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the past, and we don't want it to be soiled with our thoughts of the future, of asking for the future. No, of course we could ask for the future. It's the whole center part of Shemini Esrei. But when we want to give thanks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we have to learn to give thanks just for the sake of what was done for us. And therefore, Zak Tosfos, we don't say Kishem Sha'asisa and try to make it as if we're trying to chaparine, trying to catch in a request for the future. Well, thanks, because a thank you for the future would be what? Would be like expecting more, so we have what to give thank you for. So therefore, it's strictly a tefillah Zak Tosfos for the past, and that's why we don't say ubizman hazeh, which means and in today's day and age, as if it means today's day and age, not bizman hazeh, which we teach as this time of the year. Bayom Mehem in those days, Bazman Hazeh. If it said Bayom Mehem in those days, Ubazman Hazeh, it means you're not talking about the past, you're breaking it. And Bazman Hazeh would mean and today's day and age. So it would be Kishem Sha'asisa, ubizman hazeh, just like you did then, you should do today. So we don't do that. We just give clean praise. Afrei l'chem Chanukah.